Oh my god, I've actually had way more terrible dates. That's probably.
You want to start with that
my,
one first, then? Give us like one of the worst dates you've been
Let me
on.
give you one of the worst. Many of my friends are here. They'll know this one.
Okay.
It was years ago. It was like,
Are we
oh my
gonna
gosh.
do code names as well, so they'll know who you're
Honestly,
talking
I
about?
don't even remember this guy's name, but actually we call him the hot chocolate guy.
Yeah, that was my stripper name, but okay.
What?
Hold on, we're not talking about me. Hot chocolate. Okay, go.
So hopefully I like do the story justice, but match with a guy in a dating app. We go to meet out for a date. We're in Boston.
Okay.
And I like get out of my Uber and I'm approaching the door and I see this guy like running at me and he has like a thermos in his hand and I still didn't even know he was my date. And he gets up to me and I was like, oh, he's like so close to me. He's like up in my face. And he was like, I brought you some hot chocolate. And I'm like, no, thank you. And he was like, no, really try it. And like he was so persistent. He wanted me to try this hot chocolate. So I was like with a toddler, I pretended to drink it because like I didn't know what to do. And I could smell the alcohol in it. And I was like, oh.
All right.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's great. I was like, okay, anyway, let's go inside. He was like, well, I got to put this back in my car. Do you want to come with me? I was like, no.
Red flag! Red flag! Red flag! What?
Yeah.
What?
So then, I don't know why, but I proceeded to still, like, I went inside, I was looking for a space at the bar, and there wasn't any space at the bar, because it's crucial to the story. We had to stand. It was, like, kind of standing room only at that point.
Okay.
And this man, like, every human being, I think, has, like, a bubble, right? Like, we don't want to be that close, even to people we know. This man was nose to nose with me the whole night, and at one point, I ended up leaning back. It was something out of, like, a Will and Grace episode. I ended up leaning back so far, I fell down, because he was, like, getting in my space.
What?
I did, and then...
Was this BC before COVID?
Oh, yeah, this was, like, years and years ago.
Okay.
And so just, like, the conversation was terrible. The whole night was weird, and so he ended up at one point going to the bathroom. I left. That was it. I just got out of there.
Good!
Yeah.
Good! Wow!
Hot chocolate, but...
That's why he was hot. First of all, right off the bat, I think he's trying to drug me. And then he's telling me to come back to my car.
Okay.
What?
Trying to kidnap me for sure, but...
Dateline. Dateline.
So that's like one of the worst. There's others, but I think my mom might be watching, so I don't want to get too detailed.
No, it's okay. You don't have to go into like sexual details or anything like that.